Every enduring company has an origin story. Few, however, begin as improbably or unfold as consequentially as Grand Banks. As we look back at Grand Banks' pioneering beginnings and fast forward to today's remarkable success, we honour 7 decades of the iconic boat builder and celebrate the future, fueled by market-defining designs, new technologies, and, most importantly, a shared love of boating, spanning generations of devoted Grand Banks owners around the world. This is the story of the world's most iconic motor yacht brand. What the world has come to know as Grand Banks Yachts began quietly in 1956 on the working waterfront of Hong Kong's Junk Bay. There, American Marine Limited was founded, not as a brand exercise or a market calculation, but as a shipwrights enterprise, born of curiosity, practicality, and a belief that boats should be honest, capable, and made to go to sea. What the company lacked in recognition, it made up for in reputation, building a wide range of boats, many to the designs of respected naval architects. These were not speculative builds. They were serious boats for serious owners. The company possessed a pride for craftsmanship that has stood the test of time. Word spread quietly but steadily. American Marine became known as a builder that delivered what it promised and often more, a mantra that remains true to this day. In 1964, American Marine introduced a boat that would alter the course of the company and the industry itself. The Grand Banks 36. Based on the New England-built Spray and refined with naval architect Ken Smith, the GB36 was neither fast nor flashy. It was boxy, conservative, and unapologetically practical at a time when much of the market was chasing speed and horsepower. Yet the customer response was immediate and profound. Owners recognized something rare, a cruising powerboat designed not for weekends, but for going the distance. Without fanfare, the GB36 effectively created what would become known as the trawler yacht genre. The immediate appeal of the design led the Newtons to abandon their custom yacht building business and instead concentrate on a production line that would eventually become Grand Banks, a line of long-range cruisers, including the GB32, GB36, GB42, GB48, and GB50, all built of wood, all carrying the same unmistakable Grand Banks DNA. Production expanded, but the company had grown faster than its infrastructure and faster than its balance sheet. By the early 1970s, American Marine was overextended and over-leveraged and found itself in receivership. But when liquidators were brought in to dismantle what appeared on paper to be unsustainable, what they found instead was something remarkable. The company had a full order book and enough components on hand to continue building Grand Banks yachts for nearly 2 years. And against the backdrop of a global oil crisis, demand for efficient, displacement cruising yachts remained intact. Most importantly, the backbone of the company was strong, a dedicated team of hundreds of talented and quality boat builders. Together, they chose reconstruction over liquidation. Key manufacturing decisions were made. The past era of rapid expansion became a focused era of purposeful innovation. Production shifted to Singapore for the next 25 years, then entirely to Malaysia. Fiberglass hulls replaced timber hulls. Engineering and interiors became more sophisticated, but that core passion and love for the craft never changed. Build yachts meant to travel, and build them honestly. In the decades that followed, Grand Banks thrived. Each new model was a thoughtful evolution, rather than a reinvention, of what came before it. The company demonstrated the very same qualities found in its yachts: resilience, capability, and being built to last. In 1993, a new boat-building design movement was born. This movement was embodied in the iconic 38 East Bay EX, a modern Down East express cruiser. Designed by C. Raymond Hunt Associates, it blended traditional New England lobster boats styling with higher speeds. The yacht's seaworthy deep V hull and luxurious high-quality finishes made it a standout.
I've kind of been a student of the game, and I knew what I liked. I knew what appealed to me, and when they started building the Down East style boats with the original East Bay 38, I was gone. Loved that right away.
With Grand Banks' renewed success came new challenges. By the mid-2000s, the market Grand Banks had helped create was now crowded. Discretionary income was increasingly fragmented, and free time, the very thing cruising yachts depended upon, had become scarce. The company didn't just need restructuring, it needed disruption. It needed change, and fast. And for perhaps the first time in its history, Grand Banks faced a defining question. Could a heritage brand reinvent itself without losing its soul? The answer would come not from abandoning its history, but by refining it with fresh eyes, a can-do attitude, and an already established popular Australian motor yacht brand, Palm Beach Motor Yachts. In 2014, Grand Banks Yachts Limited acquired Palm Beach Motor Yachts and appointed the brand's founder and renowned ocean racing champion and shipwright, Mark Richards, as its new CEO. Mark hit the ground running. Production tooling from Palm Beach Motor Yachts Australia moved to Malaysia, and manufacturing techniques evolved.
When you come here to the factory and see what we've actually achieved, it's something that we're very, very proud of. To tip a factory this big upside down and throw everything out and start again is a huge, huge achievement.
Nobody was building the proper way they should be, where you measure what you're putting in them. Every layer of cloth is accounted for. The weights for every part are measured and weighed before you put them in the boat. And he brought that mentality.
He spent a long, long time at sea under conditions that most people can't even imagine. He'll pick it to bits. If there's anything wrong, he doesn't care if the boat's got to be completely pulled apart or thrown in the bin. He will not tolerate poor workmanship.
We design, manufacture, and construct in-house. So we're able to control the quality of every single bit, every component.
We have created an amazing foundation to take this company forward into the future.
At the heart of the transformation was the brand's proprietary V-Warp technology, a design and construction philosophy combining hull form, exotic materials, and build technique to deliver remarkable efficiency, performance, and range. Staying true to the long-range cruising passion and rich brand legacy that Grand Banks was built on, Mark envisioned a new generation of Grand Banks models capable of long-range cruising at speed, while achieving up to 65% greater fuel efficiency than comparable motor yachts in their class. Another key element to the company's turnaround was a shift to factory direct sales and service. This was, for its time, unheard of in the industry, and a bold statement about how the brand was backing itself. The launch of the first Grand Banks 60 in 2017 marked the true beginning of this new era.
The 60 was just a game changer.
No boat this size can go 1,000 miles or 900 miles at 20 knots like this boat can. It just doesn't exist.
There's no question, from a performance perspective, this is revolutionary. The lowest center of gravity of any boat on the market today. It's using half the fuel of any boat in the marketplace right now.
And the lines are absolutely gorgeous. And I'm speaking as a former Grand Banks owner. There's just a whole new level.
It's got the Grand Banks classic fit and finish that we're all used to. You open the salon door and you go in and it's just a world of beautifully polished wood, lots of natural light, and you marry that to the performance and suddenly I'm looking at a boat that I haven't really driven before.
With this momentum and growing demand, the Grand Banks lineup swiftly expanded. The East Bay 44, the Grand Banks 54, the East Bay 60, the Grand Banks 85, the Grand Banks 65, and the recent launch of the Grand Banks 62.
What I witnessed was a complete transformation of Grand Banks. In the old days, the boats were heavy, slower, and what Mark has done is did a complete revamp of the lineup.
We set our whole company up for a customised production line, building our customers' dreams, not our dreams, and I think that makes a big difference and it's been part of our success. Every Grand Banks is different to the next, and that way it keeps the resale very strong.
It's remarkable how they hold their value. People have actually sold boats for more than they paid, which is unheard of, really, in the marine industry.
To me, this is all the things that a sailor would want. Everybody who's got one uses it. I honestly can't think of anything that's better than it.
And the story just keeps growing. In 2025, Grand Banks significantly expanded the capacity of its shipyard, creating a dedicated advanced composites facility.
It's a big undertaking, but it's one that's going very well for us, and the way the company and our workers and everyone are evolving into building these big, beautiful boats is really exciting to watch. It's just organic growth and evolution from where we started.
It's amazing when you have a whole group of workers, and when Mark walked in, there was a huge applause. And that, I think, tells a lot about what this company is all about.
Today, beyond building luxury motor yachts, Grand Banks has directed its focus to reshaping and elevating the entire ownership experience. The Stuart, Florida headquarters serves as a sales and service facility, but also functions as a marina with a yacht club and accommodation. In Newport, Rhode Island, you'll find the Grand Banks Marina, specifically designed for its owners. To top it off, customers are invited into the build process, walking the factory floor, meeting with designers and craftsmen, witnessing their hull being infused and assembled. We listen carefully to our experienced owners who understand what matters on the water. The range is constantly improved through direct feedback and hull-by-hull refinements. Every owner represents an important chapter in the story, and this inspires our continued commitment to strengthening our relationships, enhancing the Grand Banks way of life, and the evolution of technology and performance.
I think people still don't quite grasp how great a Grand Banks is. This doesn't look like your grandfather's Grand Banks. You know, it's changed. The boat is still a Grand Banks, but below the waterline, they're a different animal. It's the way that they're built, and it's the materials from which they're built, and it's the engineering. They're just beautiful things.
And so history repeats. With continued customer demand, the next evolution of Grand Banks is already around the corner. The Grand Banks 70.
The future for Grand Banks is looking really, really solid. It's been a big team effort with a lot of people. I think we've done the brand very proud.
70 years ago, in a working harbour half a world away, a small team built timber boats from experience and instinct. They could never have imagined the miles that would follow. The oceans crossed. The families carried. The quiet mornings at anchor. The long passages made in confidence. Today, Grand Banks stands as a prestigious semi-custom boat builder with a community built around owner-focused experiences and goodwill benefits with global reach. The yachts are faster, quieter, more fuel efficient, more advanced than ever imagined in 1956. And yet, step aboard, feel the balance underway. Watch the horizon stretch ahead, and you realize something remarkable. It's the same passion. 70 years of exploration, crafted for the journey ahead.